Hi, I'm Kyle with Freezing Point, the makers of Frazil. This video is designed to help you install our proprietary drain kit onto the BUNN Ultra 2 machine. Kit installation will take approximately 45 minutes per machine. Let's jump into it. Shaft seal leaks are the most common problem with the BUNN Ultra 2 machine, which can result in machine downtime. When a shaft seal leak occurs, product leaks past the shaft seal, through the cylinder, into the machine, and onto the countertop. Traditionally, to correct this issue, the shaft seal and shaft bushing are replaced by a technician. In addition to that repair, Frazil has developed their own proprietary solution to this common problem. The drain kit is designed to divert leaked product to the drip tray, rather than dripping down inside of the machine and onto the counter. Each drain kit has enough parts to complete both sides of the machine. Parts are interchangeable for either side of the machine. A drain kit includes the following items: 2 shaft tube ends, 2 shaft tubes, 2 shaft drains, 2 drain tube spouts, 2 drain tubes, 2 drain spout screws, 1 silicone sealant, 2 shaft seals, 2 shaft seal bushings, 2 Freezing Point asset tags or service stickers with QR code, 1 wire brush, 1 instructions card for access to drain kit training videos and instructions. Other equipment not provided in the kit needed to complete the installation include flathead screwdriver, 1/4-inch wrench, BUNN Ultra seal insertion tool, food-grade lubricant, a small hammer or similar tool. Step 1. Drain the machine and turn off the machine. Start by turning the ice chill button to off. Note that each side operates independent of each other. This button is below the display screen and is marked by a small snowflake. Next, drain the product out of the Frazil machine into a mixing jug, making sure the machine is completely empty. Place the mixing jugs full of product into a refrigerator to be used to refill the equipment once the kit is installed. Using lukewarm water, rinse the remaining product out of the hopper. Once the hoppers are empty, turn the auger to the off position. This button is located near the snowflake button. Press the button until the display screen reads "Auger off." Disconnect the machine from the power source. Step 2. Remove the hopper, auger, and drip tray. Unplug the light lids and set aside. Remove the product sensor. Press the hopper lock on the bottom left side of each hopper. Lift slightly and pull the hopper towards you to remove the hopper. Remove the auger from the cooling drum. Remove the hopper seals from the flange on the back of the cooling drums. Remove the drip tray by sliding it back from the machine. Step 3. Remove side panels and front panel. Remove the side panels by using a 1/4-inch wrench to remove the bottom 2 screws. Using a flathead screwdriver, remove the 2 screws that hold the front panel in place. To access the 3rd screw, remove the drip tray. Hold the panel on both sides and pull down gently. Unplug the wiring harness on the back of the panel. Step 4. Remove auger motor and shaft. Remove the 2 screws from the auger motor cover. Disconnect the 4-pin wire harness from the bottom of the auger motor. Remove the 4 screws from the capacitor and auger motor bracket. Before removing the motor and auger shaft, confirm the pin will not get caught on the torque board when removed. If needed, twist the auger shaft till the smooth side is facing the torque board. Separate the auger motor from the shaft by holding the shaft in place and pulling the motor straight out. Pull the auger shaft straight out. If needed, tap the shaft from the front of the cooling drum to help remove the shaft. If the shaft is a newer version of the auger that has a snap ring on the front, remove it. Clean the inside of the cooling drum using the wire brush provided in the kit and a towel to remove any debris inside the cooling drum that may obstruct the drain kit from properly sealing. Once the inside of the cooling drum is clean, remove the screw and washer from the torque board. Step 5. Install shaft tube and drain. Shaft parts from the drain kit need to be attached using provided silicone sealant. Apply a thin layer of silicone sealant around the end of the shaft tube end and insert the shaft tube end into the shaft tube only halfway. The shaft tube end will be pushed further into the shaft tube when it is installed. This will allow for any variation in length, ensuring there is full contact with the face of the drum. It is important that this be installed before the silicone dries so it is allowed to slide. Apply a robust amount of silicone sealant beaded around the groove in the shaft tube end. Apply silicone sealant around the end of the other side of the shaft tube and insert the shaft tube into the inner part of the shaft drain ring. There are now 3 shaft kit parts connected with silicone sealant as one single part. Remove excess sealant where the shaft tube connects to the shaft drain ring before installing it into the cooling drum opening. Insert the connected shaft parts into the cooling drum opening. Twist the shaft drain counterclockwise to line up with the torque board screw hole on the right side of the cooling drum opening. The bottom of the shaft tube drain has a channel designed to fit securely over the metal bracket once twisted in place. When installed correctly, the shaft tube drain will not move when pulled back because it has been secured onto the metal bracket. Verify that the shaft tube is mounted inside of the shaft tube drain. Replace the screw and washer to secure the drain in place. Step 6. Connect the drain tube. Connect the drain tube to the front drain spout. Place the open end of the drain tube through the opening on the front lower corner of the machine. Clip the drain spout tab on top of the metal frame bracket. Secure the drain spout by installing a screw in the center hole on the frame that lines up with the drain spout. Weave the drain tube up through wiring and components on either side of the machine. Connect the drain tube to the auger motor drain. Ensure there are no kinks in the drain tube after installation. Step 7. Replace the shaft seal and shaft seal bushing. Remove the cooling drum seal and bushing out of the front of the drum. Wipe the shaft clean and seal pocket in the drum. Apply a very light coat of food-grade lubricant to the shaft, being careful not to get any lubricant in the pocket where the seal goes. Install a new bushing and shaft seal using the proper seal insertion tool. Use a small hammer or similar tool and tap the shaft seal into place. This will properly seat the seal flush in the pocket. Step 8. Install shaft and auger motor. Install the auger shaft into the new shaft tube and drain. Connect the auger motor to the shaft. Line up the capacitor on the lower left side of the auger motor bracket and use the 4 screws to attach the bracket to the base. Reconnect the 4-pin wire harness to the bottom of the auger motor. Replace the auger motor cover. Step 9. Install front panel and side panels. Put the front panel and side panels back onto the machine. Step 10. Apply silicone sealant under the cooling drum. Apply silicone sealant to the hole under the cooling drum at the rear of the drip tray below the bowl. Be careful not to get sealant onto the cooling drum. Apply silicone sealant along the plastic seam where the plastic behind the cooling drum meets the drip tray below the bowl. If product does leak out of the cooling drum, this will help prevent product from leaking underneath the drip tray below the bowl and inside of the machine. Step 11. Reassemble the auger, hopper, and drip tray. Replace the hopper seals on the flange on the back of the cylinder. Replace the augers and turn until the auger clips into the slotted part of the machine shaft. Then push down on the cylinder to level the barrel. This will help prevent tank seal leaks by keeping pressure on the top portion of the seal. Slide the hopper and push back until the hopper drops into place and locks. Ensure you haven't pinched the hopper seal. This is what a pinch seal will look like. A pinch seal will cause product to leak outside of the hopper. Step 12. Place product into the machine. Remove product from the refrigerator and pour carefully into the machine. Replace the product sensor. Replace the lids and plug them in. Replace the drip tray. Step 13. Turn the machine on. Turn the power button on by pushing the button on the top left of the LED screen. Push the snowflake button on the right and left side until the screen says ICE in capital letters. This should turn on the augers as well. If not, press the auger button until the auger starts to spin. The screen will say auger on. Hold the Ultra button for 4 seconds to reset the filter needs cleaning message. Check for leaks one more time to ensure the product is not leaking from the machine. Step 14. Other tasks to complete. Place the service stickers provided onto both side panels. The sticker should be placed close to the front of the machine so it can be easily accessed. If the machine is IoT enabled, while the motor covers are off, remove the battery from the IoT device. If the machine is IoT enabled, there will be a barcoded 15-digit IMEI sticker on the right side panel. Remove and clean the filter in a 3-compartment sink using the wire brush as needed. The filter is the entire rear of the machine. You can remove the filter by pulling down, out, and up using the 2 tabs on the filter. Then replace the filter by placing the bottom in the bottom track and snapping back into place. If you have any questions, dial 1-877-372-9455 and press 5 for machine service and 0 for Frazil customer service. Thank you for taking the time to properly install the drain kit.